Imagine stepping into a time machine, the gears whirring as we hurtle through the annals of history. Before us unfolds a tapestry woven with the threads of human experience, the triumphs, the tragedies, and the utterly bizarre. On this expedition, we venture not to the familiar landscapes of textbook history, but to its shadowy corners where peculiar customs and astonishing events lay hidden. From ancient Egypt's peculiar beauty rituals to medieval Europe's wildest superstitions, our journey through time will reveal 12 of the most bizarre and little-known facts from various eras. Each tale, a glimpse into the minds and lives of those who came before us, a testament to the enduring strangeness of our species. But brace yourself for the final revelation, a shocking historical tidbit that will make you question everything you thought you knew about the past. Fasten your seatbelts, dear travelers, as we embark on this extraordinary adventure through time. Our journey begins in the land of pharaohs and pyramids, ancient Egypt. Here, on the banks of the Nile, a civilization blossomed, renowned for its advancements in mathematics, architecture, and yes, even cosmetics. The Egyptians, you see, were quite preoccupied with beauty, and their pursuit of it led them to employ rather unconventional methods. Imagine, if you will, a time when the air was thick with the scent of incense and something altogether more pungent. For in this ancient land, one of the most sought-after beauty treatments involved an ingredient not found in your modern-day spa crocodile dung. Yes, you heard that correctly. Crocodile dung, gathered fresh from the banks of the Nile, was mixed with other ingredients like honey and donkey milk to create a face mask believed to possess remarkable rejuvenating properties. So, the next time you reach for that expensive anti-aging cream, spare a thought for the ancient Egyptians and their rather earthy approach to skincare. We leave the sun-drenched sands of Egypt behind and journey now to the shadowy forests of medieval Europe. Here, in an age of faith and fear, a chilling legend stalked the minds of men, the werewolf. The belief in werewolves, those cursed beings who transformed under the light of the full moon, was deeply ingrained in the medieval psyche. Trials for lycanthropy, the alleged ability to shapeshift into a wolf, were surprisingly common. Accused individuals, often social outcasts or those suffering from mental illness, were subjected to gruesome tests and interrogations. Confessions, often coerced under torture, fueled the flames of hysteria, further cementing the belief in werewolves within the collective consciousness. But beyond the fear and superstition, the werewolf legend reveals a deeper truth about this era, a time when the line between man and nature, reality and superstition, was blurred. It speaks to the power of belief to shape not only our perceptions but our very realities. Our time machine now transports us to the heart of the Roman Empire, a civilization known for its grandeur, its military prowess, and yes, its lavish feasts. Picture, if you will, sprawling banquets laden with exotic delicacies, where guests reclined on opulent couches, indulging in an endless parade of culinary delights. But amidst this image of Roman excess, a misconception persists, the myth of the Vomitorium. For years, these rooms, strategically located within Roman amphitheaters and grand villas, have been painted as spaces dedicated to purging. Places where gluttonous Romans would vomit between courses to make room for more food. The truth, however, is far less salacious. These architectural marvels were not rooms for induced vomiting, but rather ingenious passageways designed to efficiently spew forth large crowds of people. Imagine the Colosseum, packed with tens of thousands of spectators. At the end of the games, these vomitoria allowed for the swift and orderly exit of the masses, preventing dangerous bottlenecks and crushes. The Victorian era was a time of romanticism and a fascination with death. Mourning rituals were meticulously observed, and the departed were memorialized in peculiar ways. Mourning jewelry was crafted from the hair of deceased loved ones. Hair was seen as a tangible link to the departed. Artisans transformed hair into brooches, rings, and lockets. These pieces were treasured as personal and sentimental keepsakes. They were worn as expressions of grief and sources of comfort. Examining these pieces today offers a glimpse into the Victorian psyche and their relationship with death. Fasten your seatbelts, dear travelers, as we journey to the year 1518 in Strasbourg, France, where a most peculiar and unsettling event unfolded, a dancing plague. Imagine a city gripped by an inexplicable mania. its streets transformed into a stage for uncontrolled and ultimately deadly dance. It began innocently enough, with a woman named Frau Trophäa taking to the streets and dancing, seemingly unable to stop. Her movements, though initially a curiosity, soon became a contagion, spreading like wildfire through the city. Within days, dozens, then hundreds had joined her in this relentless, frenzied dance. Physicians were baffled. They ruled out astrological influences and even hot blood, a common medieval diagnosis. Theories abound, ranging from mass psychogenic illness to religious fervor, but the true cause of the Strasbourg dancing plague remains a mystery to this day. It stands as a chilling reminder of the unpredictable nature of the human body and the enduring power of the unknown. Our journey takes us to the sun-baked plains of Western Australia, where a most unusual war was waged in 1932 against the emu. Imagine soldiers, armed with Lewis machine guns, facing off against a horde of flightless birds. The Great Emu War was a result of an ecological imbalance. Emus had become a nuisance to farmers after World War I. The government called upon the military to cull the emu population. What ensued was a comedy of errors. The emus proved to be surprisingly resilient and evasive. The Great Emu War serves as a humorous reminder that nature can outmaneuver even our most sophisticated technologies. Our time machine transports us to the Dutch Golden Age, a time of prosperity and artistic flourishing. Amidst this opulence, tulip mania gripped the nation. A single tulip bulb could cost more than a house or a fleet of ships. The tulip became an object of obsession and a speculative asset. But like all bubbles, tulip mania burst, leaving investors devastated. Our journey through history takes a decidedly macabre turn as we arrive in Rome in the year 897 AD. Here, in the heart of the Christian world, a trial of unprecedented strangeness took place, the Cadaver Synod. Imagine, if you will, a courtroom unlike any other where the defendant is not a living soul but a decaying corpse, propped up on a throne draped in papal vestments. The deceased in question was Pope Formosus, whose papacy had been short-lived and controversial. His successor, Pope Stephen VI, driven by political motivations and a thirst for revenge, ordered Formosus exhumed and put on trial for crimes committed during his reign. The macabre spectacle unfolded in the Basilica of St. John Lateran, with a deacon appointed to speak for the rotting corpse. In the end, Formosus was found guilty. His papacy was declared null and void, his fingers used for blessings were chopped off, and his body was tossed into the Tiber River. The Cadaver Synod stands as a chilling testament to the ruthlessness of power struggles within the Church during the Dark Ages. Our time machine transports us to the early 20th century, a time of great technological advancement. Young women painted watch dials with radium-infused paint, their faces glowing. These were the Radium girls, unaware of the deadly secret they handled. Radium was hailed as a miracle element. Instructed to lick their brushes, they ingested lethal doses. The effects of radium poisoning began to surface. Their bones ached, teeth fell out, and tumors developed. They became victims of progress, but their story is also one of courage and justice. Their fight led to significant workplace safety reforms. Our journey through history takes us to Victorian London, a city teeming with life and industry. In 1858, the River Thames became a fetid, open sewer, its stench overwhelming the city. Imagine a summer of unbearable heat, the air thick with the stench of raw sewage and industrial waste. Parliament, on the river's banks, suspended sessions, their curtains soaked in chloride of lime. The great stink spurred the construction of London's modern sewer system. Designed by Joseph Bazalgette, this project transformed London and its relationship with the Thames. Our exploration of history's strange turns takes us to dancing mania. From Strasbourg to medieval Germany, these outbreaks paint a picture of mass psychogenic illness. Imagine witnessing chaos and eerie synchronicity, faces contorted in ecstasy and agony. Accompanied by strange music, these outbreaks baffled authorities. Theories range from religious fervor to ergot poisoning. Dancing mania shows the power of the mind-body connection and social influence. And now, fellow travelers, we arrive at the final destination on our journey through history's bizarre byways. Here, in the shadowy corners of the past, lies a truth so shocking, so paradigm-shifting, that it has been intentionally obscured, buried beneath layers of official narratives and carefully constructed truths. Insert 5 paragraphs detailing the shocking historical tidbit, building suspense and intrigue. Provide compelling evidence, anecdotal accounts, and potential motivations for the cover-up. Leave the audience questioning everything they thought they knew about history. Our journey through time's stranger side comes to an end, but the echoes of these bizarre tales linger. From the pungent beauty rituals of ancient Egypt to the macabre spectacle of the Cadaver Synod, we've witnessed the extremes of human behavior, the depths of our superstitions, and the boundless capacity of our species for both brilliance and folly. The past, it seems, is not a distant, immutable land but a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of countless individual lives, each contributing to the grand, messy, and often bewildering narrative of human history. As we step out of our time machine and back into the present, we carry with us a renewed appreciation for the complexities of the past and a healthy dose of skepticism for the official narratives we often cling to. For history, as we've discovered, is not a straight line, but a winding path, full of unexpected twists, turns, and the occasional dance with the utterly bizarre.